Oh, and
And we are live.
oh, we are back.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hi, Venus.
Hi, welcome everyone to a very impromptu Ask Venus. Vinny had this idea, wanted to come on here and ask me some questions, so I thought, oh, sure, we'll just do it. So
Yeah,
here
let's have a chat
we
to
are.
get to know more about Ask Venus, the Zoom that's coming up, and everything that has been happening with the brand and the shows. So my name is Vini. Vinicius is my full first name, and I would like to ask you, Venus, what has your experience with Ask Venus been these last days, like since we started? What did you felt? What did you perceive, noticed?
Well, truthfully, I've been really excited about it because there's been a lot more engagement. We've been asking questions in the group, and there's been a lot of people really being willing to be vulnerable and share and talk and answer the questions that we post. And that's been really fun for me. I noticed that when there's not really anybody talking about anything, it's kind of boring. So it's like I've been really surprised by that. So it seems like the conversations that we're having and stuff like that are conversations that people are really enjoying and have something to say about. And a lot of people are sharing their very personal experiences with um, what it's like to be vulnerable and in relationship, or even sharing like that they're not in relationship but they like to be. And and for me, I really love that people are willing to say, hey, this is what's true for me, um, because it gives us a platform for us to all be vulnerable and to all share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I really believe that's something that Ask Venus is like for me as a promoter and as a watcher, a viewer, because I myself asks a lot of questions there, and I'm always willing to ask something. And I've been learning a lot since the first episode with there's only one, and I suddenly discovered that the one is me, myself, and not it's not outside of me. And that was really fun to watch your conversations. And the engagement is really amazing, like people asking questions and exposing themselves in a way, being vulnerable in other way, that has been amazing. And for those of you that don't know what Ask Venus is or what that is about, Venus, where did you got the idea from?
Well, I was actually in a body class in Mexico, and I was talking to my partner, um, and I have a lot of experience with relationships. Um, I kissed a lot of frogs to find a prince. Um,
I
um,
love that.
right? I had a lot of men that I put on white horses that didn't belong on a white horse. So I have a ton of experience. And one of the things that I really came to realize with the Access Consciousness tools um, was that there was nobody outside of me that was going to help me feel home complete, and that I could only find that from within. And I used some key tools. Actually, the 5 elements of intimacy was the big one for me, where I took on practicing the 5 elements of intimacy with myself for a year and really changed how I viewed relationships. I changed how I did relationships. I changed whether I did relationships or not. Whereas before, I would much rather have been in a bad relationship than in no relationship because I didn't feel complete without it. With these tools, I finally got to like, I was only interested in being in a relationship that would actually add greater to my life. So, and um, otherwise, I wouldn't choose it. So, and it's an ongoing choice. And I was in conversation with a friend of mine, and she said, I really feel like more people would like to get that for themselves, that
Yeah,
they're not incomplete without somebody else in their own life. And so one thing led to another, talking to Chelsea, and we're like, well, duh, we should do this thing called Ask Venus. and they added the goddesses here because my name is Venus, and it was fun and funny,
It's
and at the
lovely.
same time a little confronting for me because it was like, am I saying that I'm, important? And that's not what I'm saying. But we did play off the fact that Venus, the name, is the goddess of love anyway. So it's kind of funny because it's like,
Yeah, it's kind of a wedgie.
right?
Yeah.
And so we're talking about love, sex, relationships, all that stuff. So
Yeah, that's amazing. Personally, I'm with you on the. I've kissed a lot of frogs, but in my case, I've kissed a lot of girls before, trying to find the right one. And I really identified when you said on that clip, like clipping the first Ask Venus was a really funny experience, because hearing you say about the serial monogamous part, like that really connected with me. Like that is me, like in so many ways. And it's been an amazing experience, like being a part of that, contributing to you, and contributing to Ask Venus, to the brands, to the show, and to the people that are participating and receiving from it. So I invite everybody to join our group, engage with it, click on it, ask your questions, and especially join our Zoom that's coming up. That's going to reveal Venus' secrets to have an amazing relationship.
yeah. And just to say a little bit more about that. So we do have a free Zoom coming up on Wednesday the 1st. And it is a conversation about the 5 elements of intimacy and really diving into that more. And if it's free, so if you'd like to sign up, we'll put a couple of links in underneath the video.
I can get that.
One we'll put the group. So please come join the Facebook group, Ask Venus, if you'd like to hear more about love, sex, and relationships. And then if you'd like to sign up for the free Zoom, there's also a link there for that. So, but thank you so much.
I would like to ask you a question that just came up. I'm just curious about it. I've been studying a bit of like how connection happens and how communication happens. And I would like to ask you a question. How much connected do you feel to the people that are engaging in the group, like after you started the Ask Venus? Like, how is your perception of being, like your body, your being connected with the people that are engaging with it?
Well, yeah, it's interesting because social media has a very different way of connecting. And I know that when we're just doing something as simple as commenting, it does create way more of a connection than I think there's 300 people in the group already. How does it get better than that? And like the ones, there is more of a connection with the people that are commenting, because there's just like, well, now I know who they are and I see their picture, and I get to dive into their profile if I feel like it, or so there's more available when we engage in general in life. I mean, that's having a conversation with somebody at the store, or sending a message to somebody you're thinking about. There's so much more possible, and I think right now, unfortunately, because of COVID, a lot of us have gotten used to not engaging and kind of being separate. So I wonder what would be possible if we engaged more. And
and how much fun is when someone like takes a part of their day to comment there and ask a question that literally blows your mind, or contributed to the whole topic of the Ask Venus. I find that amazing, and I love it. I hope I can be a part of it and keep contributing to it.
Well, we love having you. You are such a contribution, so thank you.
Yeah, we hope to see everyone that watches this in the Zoom join us to learn more about the 5 elements of intimacy and how to not have to kiss a lot of frogs to find the right one, or the prince. Yeah, like we're here trying to give you sort of a shortcut, so you don't have to like experience so much frogs.
You don't have to do it the way that we did it, right?
Yeah, you can do a little bit different, easier, with more fun.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so
amazing.
much. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you, Vinny, for the questions. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys can subscribe to the Zoom in the link that I will post in the comments like right now. Okay.
And then remember, it's free. So
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday.
Join us. Oh yeah, it's September 1st
September
at
1st.
1 p.m. MST. Join us.
Yes. And then just a little, we also have a secret, but we can't tell you
Ooh, yeah, so we are adding
yet. Stay tuned.
this little secret here in the end. I love it.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Venus.